Hey guys, it's Erica again. So today I am going to be reading from a script, which is why I'm going to be looking down here a little bit. But I just wanted to tell you guys that another part of my channel that I really want to work on and talk about are long distance and military relationships, because I currently am in both at the same time. So this is something that I speak very publicly about in my personal life. The fact that I'm in a long distance relationship, the fact that my husband is military, and that for the past 2 years, I've only seen him every 6 months or so. So both military and long distance relationships are very difficult to be in singularly, but when put together, it just creates all sorts of new challenges that nobody ever really thinks about. So before I continue, please comment down below some good questions you have about long distance relationships, military relationships. It can be about mine personally, or it can be in general. Just lots of the questions, okay? I'll make a video answering them. Also, be sure to like this video so that I know to keep making more of them. And subscribe so that you know when I release that video that contains all the questions about military and long distance relationships and yada yada yada. Alright, let's go. So my relationship is not like a whole lot of other people's relationships. Within the 2 years I have known, fallen in love with, and gotten married to my husband, the physical time that we've spent together within like the same proximity has been only about 6 months. Otherwise, our relationship has been long distance, which kills me a little bit, but it's okay. We're gonna get there. So the first 4 months that we were together was when we were living 2 hours away from each other. We would spend most of our time together on the weekends, usually starting from Friday night to Monday morning, and a lot of times I would skip my Monday morning classes just because it is a 2-hour drive from the military base he was at to my college, which is a lot. Another month that we were together was over last Christmas and New Year's, or this previous Christmas and New Year's, when we got engaged. I went to his and his parents' house because he doesn't have a place on his own. Well, right now he does, but he didn't then. Anyways, so that was a month that we spent together, and then the last month we spent together was when he was here at my place and we got married. From the time I post this video, we've been married 2 months and 1 day, and I've spent about 2 weeks with him as a married person. So, you know, it's complicated, but we're getting there. And for those of you questioning, just to answer the question, how we met was via Tinder, but please, I promise you, it is not what you think. I'll even make a video explaining the entire Tinder thing, but I am not one of those girls that just goes out and sleeps with anybody, okay? So, like I said, even for the 4 months that we were, like, together, it was still a 2-hour drive, and it was really difficult to make sure that our weekends would, like, work together, because even though I might have had a weekend off, he might have been working, and even if he had a weekend off, I might have been working, or I might have had to be taking care of my horses, or, like, there were so many factors putting into play that were, like, trying to keep us from each other, but we made it work, and I'm stronger for that. When he first left to go to his first station, after those first 4 months we were together, we left things on kind of a rocky note. He tried to dump me, like, via text message, which I still hold over his head. Don't worry, I do. I was trying my best to make sure that he didn't break my heart. I was trying my best to not break his heart, even though it was him who was doing the dumping, but whatever. I just know that one of my biggest, like, personal aspects is that I am very stubborn. And I love being stubborn because of this fact. He tried to break up with me, and I refused to let him break up with me without us, like, sitting down and talking about it. And we didn't even have to sit down and talk about it because he was like, crap, you're right. I should not have ever even tried to break up with you. Like, I got my way. I got a husband out of it. This entire long distance thing has been extremely rough. But I've gotten a lot of support from a lot of different people with how vocal I am, like, with this entire situation. I also have gotten a lot of criticism for what I'm doing. Mainly, the criticisms I'm getting are because they're concerned in the fact that he is a military guy. And don't get me wrong, their concerns are completely validated. But it also hurts a little bit because I know he's not like that. Like, they're always concerned that military guys are violent, that they're disloyal, that they abandon people when they get back. But the only hand that he lays on me is a hand of love and compassion and wands. The only disloyal part about him is when he abandons his friends to come talk to me or come hang out with me. And I mean, that was two birds with one stone. That was the disloyalty and the abandonment issues. So, and don't get me wrong, there's the current I'm not living with him abandonment issues, but that's an entire another story. And it's not even his fault of where he goes. It happens that way, you know? We've gotten through this life pretty good so far, even with the extraordinary challenges that we've had to face. But I would not change a single thing about my relationship with him. Not one single thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be nice to be with him right now, but the fact that I'm here making this video for you, it makes life so much easier in the fact that I can work on myself a little bit without having to worry about him. That's an entire another video I have planned out already. Like, talking about long distance and military relationships is something that I have wanted to do for so long. I have a blog about it. I've wanted to talk about it on YouTube for a while. I've just never known where to start. And here I am. I'm starting, and I'm going to make a difference for one person. And I'm okay with that. But because of my long distance relationship, I'm very proud of who I've grown to be throughout it. And I'm also very proud of the strength I've gained throughout this entire situation. It's not easy not being with your husband for so long. That's why I want to do this. I want to share with you guys the information and the experiences that I've gathered personally so I can share them with you so that you may learn what it's like to be in a long distance, and you may learn what it's like to be in a military relationship. And when the time comes for it, I'll talk about how it feels to have your husband deployed, and I'll talk about how it feels moving to another country, because that's what I'm doing very soon. I am moving from the only state I have ever lived in to the literal other side of the world, and it's crazy, and it's scaring me. I just want to share with you all my knowledge, all the tricks I've learned. I want to share with you guys my support for your relationships. Even if you're not in a long distance relationship and you found this video, I wanted to share with you guys my support for any relationship that you guys have. And I understand that you guys are curious about why I would choose to be in a long distance relationship, but I'm curious as to why you guys have never tried it. Like, do you see where I'm going with this? Do you understand? I hope so. Anyways, so, like, don't get me wrong, I'm confused by it sometimes too, but I just want to share with you guys my knowledge and my personal experiences, which is why I started out this segment of my channel with my very, very personal story about being with my husband and why we're not together and all that stuff. But anyways, that's it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!